Alright, there we go. There, probably hear me now. I don't know why this computer, like, loses itself. I just don't understand. I was just saying, everyone, thank you. Yeah, welcome on in. We're gonna work on spells today. All the spells. I started to kind of work on things last night. Let's see here. Pull up all the spells that I've done so far. I've reorganized everything. All the spells have been registered that I'm going to be, and that includes the new spells that are going to be put in on top of like rearranging everything. All new folders. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good. This first pass is going to be about getting the spells kind of working, and then after that I'm going to have to readjust the rates. 34k points. I gotta figure out what to do with those channel points. I figure something out. I think I left off on the Reap spell, so I'll pull up a couple things here so you guys can see some of the new spells. We will do like Hydration, Dig, and like Flash Heal. We'll do those. So I've added a new system for particles where if you start casting, you can like see the selection for the spell, right? So you could tell when you're targeting something. And then of course the heal spell now has the orb, and then it like radiates on top of the other particles. Like it's my attempt for like the new particles, which I think are definitely better. And then I have the old swirling upward ones. You know, so you can kind of see the difference between the old and the new. Things like hydration now. I've adapted the whole thing where, you know, you can you see where it's gonna go, and then when you cast it, now it makes it rain in that area, which I think is pretty cool as well. And things like the dig spell. For this, you'll be able to see where it's going to be, and then the explosion, and right. So I'm laying the foundation for a lot of these spells. Sorry for hydrates. Wanted to round down my points. I gotta look into what I can do with those channel points. Maybe I need to take one of these nights and just do like a facelift on the stream. But yeah, so that's kind of the goal. I'm going to be going through all of the spells. I'm starting with the general spell school, mainly because I don't have any new spells in general. General just kind of took all the old spells that I feel would be good to just have in everyone's toolkit. And then I'll start to target each individual spell school. Why do I have a feeling you were incredibly happy about the revival feature coming in vanilla? I wasn't, actually. The first thing I thought was, oh cool, all the work that I put into a revive spell, that just became a completely useless spell. Good use of a couple nights. So I was not happy about that. You are like the fourth person who is like said to me like, oh hey, yeah, did you see that revive spell? You're probably happy about that. Why? I already figured it out and now it's part of the base game. Kinda sucks. Kinda sucks a little bit. Oh yeah, so yeah, that spell. All right. So we're gonna be I was being sarcastic, yeah. Honestly, for the 1.21 update, I'm severely disappointed. I gotta say. I was talking with someone else about it. I thought we were gonna be getting maybe some cool things, but kind of feels like there's not like a single thing that made me think like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, oh well. Okay. Eventually, when 1.21 comes out, like, I'll update to it, but there's not a single thing that was added that made me, you know what I mean, like, get excited. So, I'm cooling on it. I'm cooling on it. And then the other disappointing thing, right? Like, where it's like, oh, the secret project. I'm like, saw the YouTube video, and I'm like, oh shit, they got some stuff already? Is this gonna be like a Hytale kind of thing? Like, what's going on? And then to see like the PlayStation 1 or 2 kind of graphic game, and I'm like, oh no. Alright. Disappointed. Yeah, I was not thrilled with that post. I was not. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I'll just keep being a good boy, and I'm gonna focus on the magic mod. That's what I'll do. So Reap right now. This is the old Reap. Again, right? This is another spell where you can't really see where the target is, but it is an AoE. So what I'm thinking is I probably should put the highlight feature on this so you could see what block you are targeting. That way you can see what your actual center point is. So let's do that. So I'm gonna copy this. Let's pull up good old Reap. Boop, 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 boop. Now, I wonder if I should have this be... wonder if I should have this be a specific kind of, like, AoE? Like a sized kind of AoE? Or if it should be, like, a focal point. Let's test it out a little bit. So, red, green, we'll do, like, a 240 for green. And we won't put any blue into it. Right, so this would be kind of what it's like. I'm gonna tone it way down, but you'll at least be able to see what you're targeting. You know, I kind of don't like it being so small. I think for the orb, it should be... I think I'm gonna have to modify this to put in a radius. That's what I'm thinking. Because in here, yeah, I do have a set radius. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna expand this method. I will put in... ooh, a float, right? Right? It's a float. Float. Radius in. The game's about to be really unhappy with what I'm doing. There were a few cool things, but we will see also secret project game that's not on VS Engine and not the Hytale game. Game's been single dev working on it. He's just under NGO Studios. That guy never worked on VS. I don't think he will. Said he focused on the secret projects, so I don't feel down, to be honest. Should have been better communicated, yeah, in a better way. Yeah, that's been kind of the theme, I feel. There's been a lot of big things that traditionally are scary, right? That have not been communicated as well as it probably could be. You know, it's kind of scary. But yeah, I was like, you know, that other game, like, honestly, first thing I thought was like, well, how much did that trailer cost to, you know, to make? That's it. And, you know, just putting that aside, honestly, like, a few cool things, man, blurry, I just don't see it in 1.21. Like oceans, right? And it's like, okay, well, there's all this stuff in some select parts of the ocean, but why do I want to go there and get that stuff? What can I make from it? You know what I mean? Like, is there a reason to go there? You know? Probably not. no resources I'm gonna be able to make weapons or anything out of. I, you know, collect seashells, I guess, to display them as a seashell or coral. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing like the clay. I'm like, come on, man, Bricklayers has like 20 times what this is. Like, if anything, it's just making it more complex for the rest of us. That, you know, there's all these different versions of it. Just it was I looked at it, I'm like, there's nothing here that I see. Again, right? I was a little disappointed. Kind of felt like if they had just... And then we got another trailer, right? Another trailer for a release candidate, which also was kind of disappointing. You know, I'm like, you know, it's on us modders to be like, oh, there's a release, and we have to be like, it's not a real release, it's a release candidate. I know it looks fancy and it's a trailer, but come on, guys. From 1.20, yeah, we didn't learn anything. So that's what it's been, Blurry. Saw it and I'm like, eh. Actually, after I saw that for I just kind of got back into modding again. I just took a couple days off. I'm like, you know, I'm killing myself here. I thought I had more time for, like, you know, 1.21 development. And first thing I thought was like, okay, how many people can play on a server now, right, with 1.21? I thought this was going to be the big, we're going to fix things update, and, you know, how many people can play with how many mods on a server? Because that's like the game's biggest, you know, drawback. Like, I've watched people play on, you know, gently modded servers, and there's like 6-7 people around, and they are rubber banding like crazy, and I'm just watching it like, how the hell are they playing with that? I would have quit. I would have rage quit. Like, what the hell? They must really want to play a game. Yo, made it to the stream. What are you working on now? I'm working on spells right now. It's all about spells. All about spells. And we're talking about the 1.21 release candidate too. If you can hear the bitter tinge in my voice. The very bitter tinge. Alright, so I just added this. Let's do a save all, and we're going to go back through. So I'm going to have to specify 0.75. Was it 0.75? Shoot, let me undo what I did. Yeah, 0.75F. All right. Let's redo what I did. All right, so for all this, it should be 0.75F. I'm going to put it in this format just because it's easier on my eyes. We haven't had any lag in our server, but I have heard others having rubber banding issues like that for sure. Yeah, I've seen it. Man, I've been hosting a server with 60 mods and no rubber banding or lag, to be honest. You're lucky, Blurry. It's there. I watch people trying to play with it. It's rough. Although, you know, it's probably also rough because a lot of people think they can get away with like Minecraft kind of spec servers. Like, and everything will be okay. You know what I mean? Like, well, I could run this cheap $5 server with Minecraft. Why don't it work here? Alright, growth. We have ignite. Reap. Ah, see, for reap, I can actually change that. Fertilize. I'm gonna have to change a handful of these spells now that we have this new ability here. Ignite. Growth. Fertilize. There we go. And growth already has this in. Oh, okay, there we go. Let me save all this. We're gonna rebuild, hop back in, and take a look at the spells now, and we'll start sizing some of them. It's honestly a miracle we only had that one funny red herring bug in chunks. There's like 12 of us usually, and we have a few dozen mods. Yeah. Yeah, you're always spicy when it comes to release candidates. What spells are we working on? We're working on all of them. I have to go through every single spell. I've in the back end, I've created profiles for all of the spells. I'm gonna have to get a lot of spells working. I've reorganized spells. We're starting off with the general spell school. Yeah. That's what we're doing. For server hosting ones, must play around with the magic numbers, otherwise it's not using the resources it could. See, that kind of thing should be in some kind of that should be written up and kind of readily available to people. Maybe that's the secret. It doesn't have to do with like tick rates and stuff where you gotta like you can adjust it. There we go. Let's pull out some of the other spells here. Excuse me, sir, and there we go. Just trying to, we'll throw out all this stuff here. There we go. Alright, so we'll do a befriend animal. I want to test out hydration. We will pull out dig, and flash heal, and fertilize. Alright, so with this, it's still just targeting whatever the pet is. Spell is too weak. Yeah, I've used this spell a lot, so that one's still good for the entity selection. Let's pull up dig. Yeah, dig is very close range. I think this one's fine, because then you have the sphere when you cast it. You say Vintage Story has worse performance compared to Minecraft? Well, yeah. Yeah. Tell you what, and when I did my Minecraft modding, there wasn't any desynchronization that really happened when you went to, like, use an item. There's a reason why I have a stack size of 1 for items that you have to use in my mod. Like the crystallized memories and stuff. It'll probably get better over time. But it's, you know, it's there. It is there. Surprised my casting works as well as it does when it wants to. There we go. Hydration. This one's just an orb. Maybe I should have it to where... Ooh, to where maybe you could see the area. I mean, what is the concrete thing you are changing about the spells? Well... I'm creating a new spell school, right? So the general spell school is kind of like the spells, the toolkit that like everyone can use. And then let's pull up my Excel sheet. Boop. I mean, you know, you'll like some of them are gonna look similar, right? Like. This one right here is Evocation. Everyone knows, like, the AoE spells, the projectile spells, things like Shockwave, Spike Shield, Daze Root Fear, right? I have to finish Cataclysm, I have to finish Void Pulse and everything else. I have new control spells like Terror, Immobilize, and Delirium to add. You know, Alteration, that one probably isn't, it's not going to change too much, right? I have to put in Judgment, because that's one of the new ones. And I think this one, there's not too much to it. Revive, completely useless now. But Incantation, I mean, Dispel's got to be put in. Gift of the Mage. I have to change all of the Resist Element spells. I got to put in the Siphon spell, the Temporal Funnel spell, the Wraithwalk spell, the Whispering Voids, Tide Runner, Sacrifice, Riftwalker. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of new spells that are being put in. Rune of Explosion, Summoner's Soul, You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of spell work and a lot of like kind of reorganization as well. So that is that. Magic numbers also allow you to select how many threads is using for different tasks. Probably should be a guide for server owners then. Because I'll tell you this, Blurry, people are using this fresh install out of the box. Because magicnumbers.json, how would you know that's something that you should edit? You know what I mean? That probably should be a little more clear to people, or at least if it's not just magic numbers JSON, to have like some kind of pointer in like maybe the regular server configs with some guidelines. It seems like really important information that could help a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like that, because again, when 1.20 came out, right? Like the release candidate, there were a lot of big streamers that came into this space. And watching their streams was atrociously bad. Because, I mean, you know, you got like 15, 20 people coming in, and it's a complete lag fest. It was like a big farce. It really, really looked bad, right? You got these people with like, you know, 500 plus people watching, and they dipped, you know? Like, it's not good content if you're rubber banding so bad you can't play on your server. VS has worse performance than vanilla Minecraft. Modded Minecraft's completely different beast, though. I don't need a supercomputer to run 100 mods in VS. Yeah, well, you just have to have the knowledge, I guess, because a lot of people don't. I get a lot of the people that are like, "It's your magic mod." I'm like, yeah, guess what, guys? Like, particles and shaders take processing power, right? Like, can't believe I have to explain this. All right, let's focus on this here. So I think with hydration, I should probably get the area of effect, and then maybe make the sphere accordingly. Right, so it is a 3x3 area. Or maybe, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because I want you to see what the focal point of the spell, right? What the center is going to be. Make it rain! So hydration I think is good. We're not gonna increase the radius there. Put this one away. Fertilize. You know what? Fertilize is probably gonna be in the same boat. Yeah. Fertilize is going to be in the same boat. I'm not gonna change that one. Flash heal doesn't need to be changed. Did I do anything? I did something with growth, right? Yeah. I made it a little more bright. So you'll be able to like target the sapling. Alright, so we'll put that one back in. I do agree it should be communicated more. Hopefully in the upcoming months the guides will be fixed and made. Yeah, I hope so. And we'll see, you know, we'll see what 1.22 we'll see what 1.22 brings to the table. Reap. I think I want to have this muted for colors. Let's make it a little darker. Reap 1. Kind of set those at 0. Set those to 15. We'll do something like that. I think that'd be probably a little better. Although maybe I should have it be maybe a little dark. So what if I set this to 0? Maybe make this 50. There we go. That one's a little better. Although I'm starting to get some purples in there. Okay, that did it. Alright, cool. So maybe this will be the particles for Reap. You'll be able to target it and bam. Loving the animations of various spells. Haven't got a chance to play this mod since our server reached the endgame. The particles, that is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm relying on particles a little more. I think the particles are pretty cool. It still irks me that, like, how they're rendered. It's like, you know, if you're looking at that, they're like in the top right quadrant. So they're not centered. So like the bigger the particle is, the more off to the top right that particle looks. And no matter what direction you're looking at, it's always faced on top right. Kills me, man. It kills the OCD in me. just kills me. Oh. Ugh. Bit more green for the Reap particles, maybe? Nah, not really. I'm just, right now, I am trying to make everything look a little different, right? Because I don't want it to look like Heal. If you look, like, those are the particles that I have there, where they're kind of pulsing. I'm just making a match for now. That's all I'm doing. Probably should revisit it. I could do more things, like if we pull out, like, dig, right? Right, this one looks a little more earth. And then to have, you know, this one's been, you know, has a little love. I got a lot of stuff to do with spells, so I'm not gonna... Reap works, and I can get back to it. At least you can now see the selection. But yeah, I mean, I'm up for, you know... I'm up for, any suggestions. I mean, you said make it a little greener. I could make it greener like this. Yeah, let's pull up Reap. Right? So you talk about that? I know there's a delay in stream. Because you got your black and... I mean, there's more types of green. Boop. Oh, that does make it pop. All right, there it is. We did it. It's beautiful. All right, so let's go to Reap 2 and Reap 3. All right. You know what? What I think I should do also? How about this? Let me get this. Kind of come on down. I'll put it right in here. So this is going to be Reap 3. Oh, what would the range of this one be? Maybe 3? You know, I'm going to copy this. We're going to go to Reap 1. We'll test with Reap 1. I know this one's going to be like 1. And you know what? I'm just going to put this one in because I think this one's going to be 2. So I think that's how I'm increasing it. Let me get the correct colors. Which is going to be this. Probably should have done that first. And then 5, 155. Alright, so we'll do 5, 150, 5. copy. It's easier just to paste it in like this. And this will have to be like 400, 300, 200. There we go. Okay, let's see how this is going to look now, right? So you will have your area. Bam! Make another sphere around, and then have the insides, right? So you can kind of see what the area range is, right? What do you think? Yeah, I mean, if it's not too much like the heal spell. Actually, for heal, I made it more... Here, I'll show you. I'm actually proud of the heal spell. So you'll see the particles when you're targeting someone. If you could look, it's white, yellow, green, with like a little hint of like light blue. And then when you heal, right, it forms the dome and then it radiates out. So you actually see the stacking there, because that's the new effect and the old swirling effect as well. I just didn't get rid of the old swirling effect. So heal isn't straight green anymore. Which I never liked that it was straight green. It's just I had like 1,000 other things to do. So I wasn't gonna go on, I knew I'd come back to it. I knew it. So Big Reap, big boy here. I gotta work on these cast times and mana costs. I gotta rebalance everything. That orb needs to be a little bigger, huh? So -2, it would be... So from here... 1, 2... Ooh. Let's reap 3. So that's 3. So I think what I need to do... Oh, I gotta change it. Yeah, there we go. That's why the sphere didn't look as grandiose. And this one needs to be 1. There we go. Now they're all sized right. So reap 1. Yeah, see, that would not be affected. But if it was down 1, that's the actual range. Right, so I'll do it on this block here, right? See, it got those two. Reap 2, if I do it in the same spot, it should target that other one there. Yep. And now the big boy. Oh, that's reap 1. Here we go. Reap 3. These cast times are brutal. I gotta make it daytime again. Damn it. There we go. Alright, cool. Man, those heal effects are so cool. Yeah, right? Each time I do this, you have to admit, I do a better job with the spell than the previous version. Yeah, right? You gotta give me that. Gotta at least give me that. Let's get rid of Dig. So I think Reap is pretty good. Again, a lot of the base coding's already there. Oh, Ignite. You will now see what you are channeling, and I made it look like fire. And this thing, of course, is in the way. Move out the way! I'm trying to target the block. Got it. There we go. Did I do it? No. Damn thing. There we go. Don't you do it. I will smite you. There we go. Start that fire. Alright, let's take a look at the spells. Okay, so for tier 1 spells, we have I could do telekinesis next and then true north. So telekinesis. I'm gonna close all of these out because I'm done with them for now. I knew this one was gonna be the slam dunk. There's something weird that happens with this one. What is it? That's right. These are entity items, and they're susceptible to the wind direction. That's what it is. Oh man, how would I stop that? I don't think there's a way for me to really stop that. I would have to intercept, either globally shut off wind direction, which I don't think you can because it's too ingrained, or create my own item entities that... Man, that's just sloppy. My own version of an item entity that would ignore wind. Much better job, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's take a look at what telekinesis is like now. Alright, where'd I pull that spell out of? I'm like kind of archiving all the spells as I complete things. Telekinesis. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 versions of it. Past Vice was not messing around. And here, let's get a bunch of this. Right. So this is a spell that would... You know what? Let's make a nice area here. We'll use dig to do it. Boom, baby. Fucking love dig. Yeah, look at that. hey, we could use telekinesis here. So there's nothing to target, right? But this is gonna have to, because you can target entities doing this as well. So I really should have a selection. I think I'm gonna have to make a new type of selection here. Let's take a look at what I made. So I try to spawn the entities here. So I have an entity position and a block position. You know what? No, I don't have to do anything. I know just what to do. Where's dig? Let's pull out dig and let's pull out... Flash heal. Okay, where's flash heal? There it is. It's not a general spell. So I will copy this. Go to telekinesis. Paste this in. We'll go to dig. Copy just this part. And paste it in there, right? Because all I need to see, it's just do a safety check, right? If it's a block, give me the block. If it's a entity, give me the entity. And these are naturally 2 different colors, so that's gonna help. So if I cast the spell, it's one and then the other. Right, so I'll be able to see where I'm targeting on the ground to some degree. Or if I want to target the entity. What color did I make this? I think I made it rainbow color, right? So I'll do 150, 150, 150. We'll do 55 for everything here. Nope, came out white. With some coloration, so let's... Oops. Let's do this. Too much like a rainbow. Actually, was that spot on? All right, so we got some purples. Here, let's just do it here. I think I gotta target the entity for those particles. No, see, it's rainbow, but it's also bright. I think this will do it. No, it literally made it like rainbow-esque. Damn it! Let's go back into here. It's still kind of too bright. You know, what if I make it 15 each? Keep the base colors high so it's going to be a little brighter without as much variant. No, I don't like that. It comes out white. I could shift this here. You know what? Red and blue can be the primary colors. Let's try to work with this. Let's bump this up to 55 again. Let's see what we get. Nope. A nice cool pink. It's not gonna work. Maybe I'll just go with this. No, I don't like that it's coming out white. I think telekinesis should be more white glass colored, a bit transparent. I think more transparency. Like that? It's kind of hard to see, right? Your target. What if I do like a 150? I am getting more colors. I guess that's good for now. The important thing is that you can see what you are targeting. So let's take these colors right here, paste them in here. This would be what? 55, 55, 55. Oh, what is the area of effect for this spell? This one I may have to do something special with. Yeah, just like that, I think that's the whole telekinesis stuff. All right. That's one of the perks of being here while I'm doing this stuff. You get to like directly, you know, give me suggestions. Oh, here we go. Base max reach. Wait, adjusted AoE. So this would be the AoE size. So wow, I was generous. Look at that. You can never say old Vice never gives you anything. 4.5 and then 6.5? Whoa. Ooh. It's not bad. I think I need to create a dome for this spell. So these colors should be the same now. Venesteel, hey! Hey buddy, how you doing? Doing great. It's kind of hot in this game room right now. I have a fan blowing over there, but whew, starting to get a little hot in here. Yeah, we are working on spells right now. Let's pull up Dig again. So I'm going to copy this. I think for telekinesis, I want to show you the area of effect. Let's get rid of this. Downloading the mod and am hooked. Yeah, wait till you see all the changes. It's a different mod. Definitely a different mod. So this would be... Here, let's copy this, paste this back in. So I'm going to need one for block position. The other one's going to be selected entity. Is that what it was? Block position? Entity agent. Selected entity agent. Which means I would get this. This would have to be this right here. Right, convert it to a vector 3D, and then instead of by block position, you know what? Maybe I should have it as a block position. Let's give this a try. I want to copy over the red, green, blue values. And copy this over. Okay, now this is going to be the area of effect. It should be 275. Hot reload. All right, so we can see the target here. And then that would have been the area of effect. Okay. Since you are moving away... Oh. I forgot I was flying. You got lucky. Yeah, because you can only carry so many items, right? For telekinesis, this is tier 1. I think it's a low amount. Max entities... 16. Only 16. I think for a tier 1 spell, that's pretty good. 16... A tier 1 low kind of cost spell. Range is 20 blocks. I think that's pretty good. Let's take a look at the other aspects. So I give you 40 blocks with 32, so that's double. And then 60 blocks at 64, right? So I have it to where you could just get a whole stack of 64 from really far away. With a pretty big AoE. So I think this is pretty good. Let's copy all of this. And we'll pull up Telekinesis 2. We'll drop this in. Telekinesis 3. And drop it in there. So all versions of Telekinesis will have the selection. Yeah, I just got my first staff and mage table. A lot of learning. Do you have a release date for the new update? It's gonna be whenever I finish all of these spells. So, yeah. Actually, well, I'm gonna wait for 1.21 to be fully released as well, before it becomes like available to everyone on the ModDB page. Supporters will have it before then. First pass is gonna be, you know, you guys finding any you know, gotchas, any crashes. I still have to write up the guides, but I need feedback first. Gotta get feedback from people. It's really hard to see these particles. Like, look at that. That's really hard to see these particles, having them be this transparent. And I'm just throwing stones at myself right now. He's stoning himself. So this would be the maximum. Oh, you know what? Let me do it here. Kind of want to see what the size is. Oh wait, you know what? I didn't propagate the rest of the code through. There we go. Let's copy this. Boop. We're gonna comment this out. Paste this in. So this is going to have to be 4 for each, because it's Telekinesis 2. Get rid of that. Paste. This is gonna have to be 6. Okay, now show me. You know what? I don't even have to. I don't even have to cast it there. Let's cast it on that plant right there. Damn, that is a crazy range. I think I'm gonna have to increase this. Increase this. There we go. Now let's try it again. We'll do it on this plant. Telekinesis. There we go. See that dome. Cool. The base spell is working, so I'm gonna mark that as done too. I'm running out of easy spells here. We're gonna have to start creating new spells very soon. True North, you know what? That one's not gonna get a facelift. It spins you in the right direction. The base particles that are on you is fine. There's no directional highlight stuff. True North, that's just done. Close all tabs. Alright, so... Oh, and Temporal Touch. I kind of like Temporal Touch the way it is here. Right? You don't really need to see... Like, you could see your target from there. And then, right, the explosion of the particles. I think that's fine. I don't think Temporal Touch needs anything. Any of the touch spells. I don't think they need anything. So that is Tier 1 general spells done. What about Tier 2? What haven't we done? Mend Object and Prize are the two. So let's go to Mend Object. Pull up Prize. Mend Object. I need some clutter. Some broken clutter would be nice. What, like this? There we go. Can be repaired, alright. So the way it works right now is, of course, there's nothing to select. I'll be excited to see the changes when it drops. Hell yeah! I'm gonna lurk and continue my magic adventure. Good luck and Godspeed. Ah, see, this one has kind of more vivid colors. Repaired enough can be safely collected. Boop. Destroyed. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the selection here. It's gonna have to be a block type selection, so we can use this. Copy, paste. I need the particle, what I'm using for my colors. You know what I could do? Oh, genius, Vice. Genius. I already figured out these particle colors once before. In the particle system. Mend Object, here we go. Oh, no! That's right! Oh no! I created another subsystem to easily name these things. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold my beer. I think, okay, so these are, this is the dictionary. I'm like, wait, there's a dictionary here somewhere. Oh man, what was the color I was looking for? This sucks. Mend Object. Conjuration. Okay. Let's go back down. Conjuration 1. It's gonna be towards the bottom. Seriously? Come on, don't make me search for it. There we go. Conjuration 1. 150, 50, 50. All right. We'll move this over. So red is 150. and this one is 50 and 50. The randoms here are 100, 200, and 100. All right. With that is the alpha. That ain't it. What the hell? Oh no, I changed dig. I changed the dig spell. That's all right, because I can just come into here. We'll paste this in here, and I'll cut it out here. And paste it in there. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Perfect. It's an exact replica. Perfect. Mend object already works the way it should work. That spell is done. Oop. Yeah, see, dig is good. Okay, prize. This one, I don't think there's nothing to really... There's nothing to really do with this one. I think you just have to be... You have to know how close you need to be to open up all the chests. You know what I mean? Right, so I'm close enough and I can just open all the chests. There's nothing special that really should happen, like particle-wise, I don't think. I think prize is good for now. I just started Vintage Story and got your mod. I'm extremely excited to get into it and try it. Great work, man. Thank you. The current version of the mod, I will tell you right now, it is designed for... The defaults are designed for, like, long-term gameplay. So you may want to go into the configs and trim it a little bit. Oh, my cat woke up from his nap. Hi. Hi, Bingley. Hi. Do you want to leave? Yeah. You want to leave? Well, Bingley, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait a little bit, buddy. Designed for what? It's designed for a longer kind of gameplay session, right? So everything's gonna take longer to unlock, more, you know, like the experience and everything. I made it in a way to where, like, I try to encourage people to, like, play on servers longer. Oh, you're completely fine with that? All right. My man. I figured a lot of people are not fine with that. So I figured I'd tell you now. All right, hold on, everyone. Bingley wants to leave. Hi, Bingley. You want to leave? Yep. There you go, buddy. That cat. He just goes up to the door and just kind of looks at me and then the doorknob. Okay. Like I could use telekinesis to pull that thing. I'm gonna have fun with this a little bit. We gotta take breaks every once in a while. I have feelings too. Yeah, I could target them. Question is, there's so many items around. Yeah, see? I just pulled a bunch of other things. I could grab up to a stack of 64 things. Damn it! More stones. You just wait here. Wait right there, buddy. I got something for you. Damn it, I keep... I keep grabbing stones! What about you? I don't know if I could target that. Holy shit, I got him! Take that. It's pretty awesome. Oh, man. Love it. I kind of wonder how it's, see, oh, I know what it's doing. It is pulling, ooh, let's take a look at this. We may be able to improve telekinesis. Hey, and Greed the Grief, thank you very much for the follow. Haven't looked into it too much. What kind of features and spells are in it without spoiling too much? There's a lot of spells. I have some attacking spells. This is the thing you're gonna have to know. Tier 1, there are 3 tiers, right? Tier 1 is far less powerful. Tier 2 and Tier 3, like, those spells are gonna be very powerful. Tier 3, the most powerful. Oh, Spetsy, thank you. Thank you. Maybe you need to make it prioritize target creatures. I think what I want to do is prioritize... maybe see if I could scan from the center out. Instead of... I think it's starting from, like, one side and, like, going to the other. So let's pull up the spells. Let's go into telekinesis. We'll do telekinesis 3. So apply item teleport. So I get all of the entities. So this is my maximum reach. So entity list. So I set the position, and then I set the horizontal and vertical ranges, right, to make the sphere. And then there's only matching. Ooh, okay. So that's right. So I'm literally creating a list. And then I'm going through that list. And then pulling things over. And then increasing the amount by so. Yeah, there's not going to be much I can do. I could potentially break this up into 2 lists, and I can run 1 list for entities. But you know what? I think it's fine. See, I should be able to pull... Ah, ha, 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 ha. You can't hide from me! Yeah. To be fair, I did break out a lot of this. The range on this, this is very generous for a range. Cast speed is dog crap, but... No! My sheep! It's alive! It's alive! Oh man, heal, flash, heal. I feel bad. This will be your severance package. There you go, buddy. Feel better. There we go. Alright, enough screwing around. Oh, did I just throw my wand? I did. I meant to throw that. Big thing to note is that it's a slow burn. You're supposed to spend quite a bit of time on this in order to get the higher tiers. This is in part makes where magic isn't just objectively, and the best thing to focus on at all times. Well put, Spetsy. Well put. Insufficient mana, that's right. Oh, did I show off the new Serenity spell? Let's show that off. That's the new cleansing light. What you use to shut down rifts. Here, let me get my admin tool out. Ah, instant max mana. Speaking of, I'm gonna need more mana for this. 35 is good. So Serenity, right? So now you'll see the sphere. Let's pull this out. And here we go. I'll just spawn something there, right? So now you'll be able to see your target, right? Like where you're trying to target. And boom. Hey, got a rift charge. So yeah, this is the new Serenity spell. I think it came out awesome. Because if you look, it's like a portal in there. And of course, transmutation, the new transmutation, it's just cool. So yeah. New spells. Although, you know what? I think I overdid it with those particles. I think it's scaling differently. Let's pull out the... let's just get, like, the bone wand. Here we go. Yeah. That's super epic. Yeah, love you put a new innate spell for the wand. Yeah. I have a system, depending on the wand, you can hold... It uses the new system I put in, where you can hold sneak and then scroll, right? And then you can scroll between different spells, so that's how you change now. If you have mana for it, right? So I could go into Serenity, or if I'm like, oh shit, right? Go into Transmutation. So, it feels really good. So yeah. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alright, let's get rid of Transmutation, Dig, Prize, Mend Object. Let's take a look at other spells here. I think that's everything for Tier 2 general spells. Tier 3, we have Bind Affinity, Blink, Preservation. Bind Affinity. I forgot how this spell works. Bind Affinity. I think it does the target... Yeah, the target location. You can't cast this on other people. So I could set Bind Affinity up to, like, here, right? So I could cast it here, and then when I die, I could go back to... I will teleport back to this spot. Should it even be like that? Oh, look at that! I have an unlocalized spell effect name. Oh. Let's, fix that. No one ever told me. I guess no one ever uses this spell. Alright. We'll go into Start Spell Effect. Bind Affinity 1. Oh. That is what I want. So I'm using the wrong key. I had an incorrect key. Oh my god, this cast time. Ooh. Maybe I should pull out some stuff with spell haste to do this testing. Oh, you'll notice I fixed it to where, like, the, you know, the stuff at the bottom. Here, hold on. There we go. You feel your soul bind to the target location. Good. Now, depending, it doesn't matter where you move. Remember, this used to kind of follow you. Not anymore. Right? So everything swirls regardless of where you're looking in the same direction. So I fixed that too. Old Vice has been pretty busy. Been busy. Bind Affinity. I mean, should it? Should I allow you to look somewhere else to spawn particles? Or should it be like wherever you're standing? I guess I'll keep it as is. I'll keep it as is. Oh, what are the particle effects? God damn, an 18-second cast time. This is brutal. But I have no mage armor. I have, like, nothing on right now. My god. Holy crap, I'm so happy I'm gonna be reducing, like, spell haste across the board. Alright, so this one is kind of a rainbow orangey tint with some of the temporal stuff. Oh, you know what? Let's pull up the friend animal. I guess since I'm doing it with all the other spells, I might as well do it to Bind Affinity too. Let's give it a kind of temporal green. Wrong. Bind Affinity. Oh, okay, this is selected entity agent. I need selected block position. Crap, it's not selected block position. What is it? Let's pull up dig. Oh, I had to spell out position. There we go. Copy. Paste. Let's get rid of this. Let's set this to a vector 3D. There we go. Son of a bee. Okay, so that's not what I want. Here, let's just copy this. Oh, I forgot to use the... Hold on, I forgot to use the block position version here. And it's not working. God damn it. I gotta stop mistyping things. Block position selection sphere is what I want. Jeez. There we go. That's all I want. That's all I want. And then now I gotta put in what the radius is going to be. 0.75 F. There we go. Since this is final position... I think I gotta do it, yeah, as dot block position. Just like that. Save fireball. There we go. So now it's dead on to whatever block you're looking at. You know what? After a success, I would like to have it radiate away. Right? Create the dome and radiate. I think this would be a pretty good spell candidate for that effect. So we're going to copy this. We're going to have to repurpose it down here. Right before consuming mana, this is going to be selected block position. Copy, paste, there we go, to vector 3D. Copy this, paste, and then for this, instead of particles entity completion, it should be block position, I believe. Completion sphere. Save. Alright, let's give it a try. It's not really temporal green, is it? I think maybe I'm injecting too much blue and not enough green. Alright, so it should create the dome. So it does. Let's add velocity to it. So in order to add velocity, I have to set is finished to true. Ooh. crap. If I set this to true, what is it gonna do? Actually, it's gonna do nothing. Oh, this is perfect. Ooh. So let me add velocity to this. And then for bind affinity, yep, because that is true. Oh, this is gonna work out well. I thought I screwed up. Yep, so bind affinity is the only thing that will have this effect. Everything else will just create the dome. There we go. So this one's going to create the initial dome and then radiate it out. The velocity may be a little too extreme. I may have to tweak it a little bit. There we go. I'll just do it in the air. There, look at that, right? The dome and then the pulse. Look at that. Nanotech, here we are again. How's it going? How you doing? Hope everything's going well for you. I think I want to... You know what? That actually was pretty darn good. I don't think I need to do too much else here, right? So we're gonna cast it here, right? Because I want to bind my soul, I don't know, to this spot right here. Oh my god, these cast times! Holy crap! I need some spell gear if I'm gonna be doing these tests. There we go. So it creates the dome. Radiates. I love it. It's not really green though, is it? It's not like temporal green. Let's fix that. Just finished working on some exciting stuff with Dana. Ooh, nice. A new mod coming out? See, I thought there was enough green. Maybe there isn't. See, that's too much green. What if we split the difference? I want like a nice kind of... Ooh. You know what? I like that actually. I wonder if this should be more blue. What if I do this? Maybe that. I like that because it's got some of the nice kind of greens I'm feeling, and I got specks of white in there too, right? And then everything kind of in between. Kind of like a mint green, like a little bright mint green. Sold. That's the color. There we go. And let's see what the dome is going to look like. A proper library for attribute-based shapes and textures. Interesting. What do you mean by attribute? Attribute-based shapes and textures. Okay, that wins. I like it. We got it. We did it. Bind affinity is good to go. Let's clear out some of this stuff. Here we go. What was the other spell? Bind affinity, I got that. Blink and preservation. Let's do preservation. That one's gonna be easy. that one's gonna be easy. Let's just go to dig. Easy. This one's kind of cheating. Let's go to... There we go. Let's go over here. Let me look up preservation, so I'm using rainbow. Oh no, I'm using conjuration. That is the same thing as telekinesis. So 150, 150, 150, 555. Was that really it? Guess so. And then, what was the rest of this? They were all 55. All right, preservation. This one, it's a single target. Kind of crappy, huh? Too bright. Particle library mod, definitely. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's what it is? That's what the attribute-based shapes and textures are? Particle? It's particle-based? Oh, wait, no, Spetsy, that was you. I had a long day at work. I'll just say, to my defense, I had a very long day of work. I hate this. Let's bring this down a little with colors. That's what I'm looking for right there. Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, preservation already works. We just added some particle helpers. Oh, man. Okay, blink. And then we're going to have to start potentially creating new spells. Blink right now is a quick 2-second cast, and it teleports you in the direction that you are going. I don't think this one I don't think you really need to see the particles, because it's just wherever you're looking. Right? So I don't think this really needs anything. It feels pretty good. Boop. If I make blink faster, I wonder if I should make blink faster. Oh, you know what? Let's get some spell haste stuff. Yeah, because I'm kind of wondering if you have all of the spell haste stuff, maybe I should make something admin related. I'm just thinking, like, how fun would blink be if it was like a half-second cast time? Right? Because then you could spam it, right? And you could run out of mana potentially, but you could like dart through the sky with it too. That'd be kind of cool. Because you could travel quite the distance. Faked him out for a moment. Yeah. I'm tired, man. I don't think blink really needs much of anything. Oh, you know what? Let me put on... Let's get some armor. So, what? Apprentice robes? No. I don't want apprentice stuff. So this is going to take minimum 200 mana. Yeah, we'll do the temporal gear stuff. I gotta get more max mana. Am I at 200 yet? Nope, 91. 111. Just spamming the crap out of it. 216. I have 216 mana. I could put on all the good mage stuff now. The Wormcraft Minecraft server has a teleportation specialty mage. Oh yeah? You'll occasionally see them teleport spamming overhead. It's funny to see. I kinda want to be able to do the same thing. Maybe I could make like a bracelet that specifically deals with blink, and it could make blink like an instant cast spell. Because I set up the system to where I could totally do that. Damn it. Oh, it's still a 2-second cast. What? My armor doesn't give me haste? No, it doesn't. Oh, it was because I moved it to General Spell School. This would have given me 25% haste, and then I think it's another 25% if I have all of these on. So that would have cut it down. 50% would have cut it down to a 1-second cast time. I'll put these on anyways. I kind of want to see where it goes though, right? Like, it'd be kind of cool to be able to have specialty, like a specialty bracelet that like beefs up a particular spell. Oh wait, this is a spell scroll. It's gonna be 1 second or 2 seconds no matter what. I would have to get a Sanctum out. So let's get Blink. There we go. We'll get the Grimoire. Sanctum. Boop. Soulbind. Oh, I don't have enough mana, huh? Cannot tell me what to do. There we go. Put that in. Let me get a staff. I will use... I'm gonna use the Druid staff. Yeah, 1 second blink. That's kind of cool. Oh, I ran out of mana. That's kind of neat. I think I could do better. I think I could do better. Should I make something quick? Maybe I should make one of the admin bracelets that gives me maybe 100% spell haste. Because I don't think I've really tested instant cast spells. Let's do that. Why not? Let me look for the Heart of Harmony. Crap. Not going to be able to find it that way. We're going to make a new admin item. Tools. Okay, wearable. Accessories. Arm. No, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Armor arm. Let's pull up. What am I gonna call this thing? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add it to the Codex of Destruction. So let me think. I think it's gonna be crap. Generic modifier cast time. Maybe that's what it is. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. I think maybe that is what it is. I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna start to look things up here. Wearable magic stats. Generic modifier cast time. Yeah, it would be generic modifier cast time. And then 0.1 should be 100% reduction. Let's pull up the Codex of Destruction. Yeah, look at that. Spell cast time, negative 100%. So let me get mana back. Oh, I did. Oh, wow. It looks like it works. Holy crap. Wow, it drained my mana, though. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh, what does it look like for projectiles? Ooh, this could be a fun thing to give people. Oh, Fireball. Let's pull up here, Fireball 2. Let's put that in, right? Because now you could just switch. Oh, out of mana. Ooh, okay. It's kind of cool. He's a mad wizard. Dang. All right, I could dig it. Could see an artifact giving a huge amount of spell haste specifically to teleportation spells. Yeah, right. It's kind of cool. I kind of like this. I feel oddly powerful. Oh, out of mana. Alright, so that's cool. That's cool. Oh man, time is ticking by. Oof, okay. Dropping by to say hi before sleeping. Wish thee the best of luck. Also, Boop. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Man, 13 months. Ooh, that's awesome. Thank you. You're not missing too much. We are working on spells. Well, now we're playing with spell haste because it is a lot of fun. I could totally add something here that makes it to... I could add it to any equipment. It doesn't have to be like a bracelet. That allows you to be proficient in a specific spell. That'd be kind of cool. Right? Like the bracelet of Blink. Makes Blink like half the damage cost an instant cast. That'd be pretty cool. But you know what? Blink doesn't need a lot of flashy things. Like, it does what it does. It leaves some particles behind you. You don't really need to see where you're targeting because it's wherever your crosshairs are anyways. So, perfect. Oh man, guys. That's all the general spells. What spells are we doing next? Alteration could be a slam dunk. Conjuration, I got a couple in there. Evocation, I don't think there's some new spells in there too. Incantation is just going to be a lot of new things. You know what? Let's do Alteration next. Most of these spells are done. I think for Alteration, I just need to make the Judgment spell. Let me check here. Is it just the Judgment spell? Yeah, because everything else is pretty much buffs. Yeah. Alright, let's pull out a couple buffs here. Let's pull up, we'll pull up Agility. Why not? And Swiftness, that's a pretty solid one. And Soaring Leap. Boop, boop, boop. I got these on my staff. Oh, this is the crappy staff. This is the apprentice staff. Here, let's pull up. They will get the Necromancer's staff. The old tier 3 Necro staff. Now we got all the spells here. So Soaring Leap, insufficient mana, of course. Oh, I still have that cheat spell haste bracelet on. Look at that. Instant cast. Oh, I'm like, whoa. That's more like it. That is really good. But what needs to be done here? I put particles on you. Let's take the Codex of Destruction off. There we go. I mean, I think everything else looks pretty good. People, you know the area because I already sized the ring for it. I don't think there's a lot that needs to be done to buffs. Insufficient mana. Yeah, because players would know to like stand in there. Hells yeah! Oh, that's great. Let me look here. So agility, Butcher, that's a buff. Equilibrium's a buff. Excavation's a buff. We already did Flash Heal. Intellect is a buff. We'll skip over Judgment for now. Nourishing Aura, that's a buff. Buff. Regeneration, what does that spell look like? Pull out the old spell scroll here. Regeneration is pulling from the wrong... Whoops. It's pulling from the wrong thing. It's pulling it like it's an AoE. It's not an AoE. It's a projectile that you launches, and wherever it lands or expires becomes the AoE. Right, so that is regeneration. I have the incorrect casting. Interesting. So regeneration 1 and 2. Well, revive. Useless spell. Ah, get it off my screen. I don't even want to look at it right now. Regeneration. So... Oh, it's because this has a duration stat. Since this has duration, I assume... Ooh, that's short-sighted of me. I need to make a new duration type of stat. Because duration is for buffs, right? If I were to get rid of this... We'll reload. Oh man, I got like a minute. Let's get some life-giving water in me. You know, it's actually... It thunderstormed before, but it's nice now. I think I may grill tonight. Yeah, see, that's what it is. I cannot use the duration stat. Ooh. I have to create a new spell stat. So this should be duration... Duration effect. Wait a minute. No. Let me take a look here. I think I don't need... I will eventually need to do this, just not right now. Oh, yo, nope. That's very important, okay. Well, I'm looking here. I'm like, oh, collided, time to live stuff. This should be duration effect. Right, so we'll put this in here for regular duration. Let's set that at 0. Copy. Alteration tier 3. And then this should be 8. And this should be 0. Regeneration 2. Save and quit. Alright, now I have to decouple duration. Oh, you know what? Not decouple it. I just need to create a new protected... What is this? A float? Yep. Duration effect. Let's do a get set on it. There we go. Duration effect. And I gotta look for everything that says duration. Okay, so right down here, a modified duration. Get modified duration. Oh, shoot. Let's look at my calculations here. Yeah, spell object duration. I need to create a whole new stat for this to completely uncouple it. I'm gonna have to do that, but I don't have time. I have like 1 minute, so I gotta get my shoes on and be an adult. Who knows? Maybe even throw on a pair of pants. You never know. Ooh, we got a lot of people to choose from. Hey, Vanasteel. I'm a wizard, Harry. You know what? They were in here. We are going to throw them a raid. Slash raid. Here we go. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna next stream and/or tonight. I don't know when, but I need to create some new logic to support this modified duration stat, and I could use that for poisons and stuff going on in the future. Probably should uncouple this a different way now that I'm thinking about it. I may have to set it to where there is maybe a bool that says like if this is an AoE or not. I think that may be a better solution because duration could just stay duration. I won't have to do any extra calculations. But I could, with that one bool, I could change the ring around you to go from the big AoE or the single target. Maybe that's what needs to be done instead. So I'm gonna undo what I did here. Same thing for here. Back it all out. There we go. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll be doing that instead. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. Bye.